all things Randi at RandiRhodes.com.
Go for launch.
Speaking truth to power, the Randi Rhodes Show.
Last night I was presented the only way to have 218 votes if I provided certain members with certain positions, certain gavels, to take over the church committee, to have certain budgets. And they even came to the position where one, Matt Gaetz, said, I don't care if we go to plurality and we elect Hakeem Jeffries and it hurts the new frontline members not to get reelected. Well, that's not about America. And I will always fight to put the American people first, not a few individuals that want something for themselves.
He just lost again. 6 votes for Jim Jordan, and they're not even at the G's yet, which is, the Gaetz portion. 6 votes for Jim Jordan. Like I said, you could only lose 4. This is the way that you, can watch this. So honestly, this is so disgustingly chaotic and vile. And you would think that the winners of the last election would get their ducks in a row before today in order to choose their leader, in order to choose the Speaker of the House. But they didn't even bother to do that. They didn't bother to meet. They didn't bother to, do their horse trading or their deal making or whatever it is that they wanted out of, that they wanted out of McCarthy in order to get their vote. You know why? Because some reporters are saying that the 19, that are holding up progress, the 19 that are holding America hostage, by virtue of being a very, very vocal and disruptive minority inside of a minority party, which is now the majority party, they don't care. They don't care, and there's nothing that McCarthy could or would give them that would get their vote. They just don't care about order. They don't care about governing. They don't care about the American people. They don't care about any of it. They care about scalps and heads on pikes and grievance and PR, and that's what they'll get by being anti-everything. That's why we know George Santos's name. This is what I was trying to explain. Look, the only thing that's bothering George, I shouldn't even say it that way. The thing that's, exciting to George Santos and guys like George Santos, guys like Lauren Boebert, guys like, Matt Gaetz, guys like Andy Biggs, guys like Paul Gosar, the thing that they love is that you know who they are. Like, who the hell would give a damn about a white supremacist buried inside the House of Representatives like Gosar? Who the hell would care about him? Okay, in a situation where there's 435 votes, right? No one should even know his name. They love that you know their name. They love that you know their name, and that the way that they got you to know their name is by being obstinate and grievance-driven and revenge-driven and ugly. That's why you know Marjorie Taylor Greene. That's why everybody knows her name. She's really nothing but a wackadoodle. She's just a QAnon fantasizing, girl with, really ugly feet and very, very, very large muscly arms. That's all she is, okay? But we know her because she's obstinate. She's a condescending creature. She calls people names. She's ugly in the way that she conducts herself. I'm not aware of any legislation that she's sponsored or written or that she's for or what she's for, or what her principles are, or what her ideology is, her guiding light, what is her North Star, what is she? No, all we know is she's anti-everything. And that's why you know her. And that's why you know Matt Gaetz. And that's why you know Andy Biggs. And that's why you know, I'm telling you. And that's all they're interested in. That's all they're interested in. Name recognition, PR. It's really sad that there are so many of them now. Literally 19 of them. And they're such a small minority, and yet look at the power that they can wield. Look at it. They can stop all business. All business. And trust me, the thing that they want, like Boebert said, the thing she wants is a single member to get up and be able to object to the speaker being the speaker. She wants a single member to, be able to call a vote to undo what we're all going to live through for the next. Oh, there's eight people just voted for Jim Jordan over McCarthy. And it's going to be 19 again. They want McCarthy to quit. And McCarthy will not quit. You know why? It's all he thinks about. And again, I wish that he would just get the nomination. I wish that he would just get the votes to be speaker, because he would be speaker of an uncontrollable caucus of fools. And they would fail so miserably that there would be absolutely no question about 2024. I mean, like, there'd be no question in anybody's mind about who produced results for the American people, who got the shots in people's arms, who got the Paxlovid at the store, who got the economy, rolling again, who created jobs, who invested in chips factories, who actually is doing the infrastructure, who's building these bridges now, who actually invested in, the infrastructure of the United States, who actually, sent money to us when we needed it most. You know what I'm saying? There would be no question in anybody's mind about how and what they should be voting for in 2024. And that's why I would like to see this over with and just see Kevin McCarthy become the leader of this uncontrollable, group of crazy people. It would be loser-palooza. But they want him to quit. This is what I'm saying to you. They are so anti-McCarthy because McCarthy spoke up about the insurrection. And they were all involved in the insurrection. Remember, Mo Brooks was today is the day that we're taking down names and kicking some, right? And Biggs and Scott Perry of Pennsylvania. I mean, these were all people that were working against us as voters, working to overturn the results of a free and fair election. And they don't want Kevin McCarthy, who got on the floor and said that this was Donald Trump's fault, which the January 6th committee showed you 8 ways to Sunday, that this, could never have happened without Donald Trump, exploiting the rigged election theory over and over again ahead of the election. Right. And they want Kevin McCarthy to quit. I don't know. I guess they would pick Jim Jordan. I guess that's their number 2. But that guy is bizarre too. I mean, he's just a nutbag. Harvey in New York.
Hey, Randy, I was wondering what you thought of this nightmare scenario where these guys get all burnt out and they decide to nominate the orange ex-Nazi president to become Speaker of the House, and they decide to make him Speaker. What do you think of that possibility?
Okay, so then you have to ask yourself this question. Does Donald Trump have 218 votes?
No clue.
The answer is no. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. So there's the answer to your question.
Okay, let's hope not.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't have 218 votes. There's no way he has 218 votes, okay? Is there? Don't go there. That's never going to happen. It's not going to happen, okay? Don't look at me like that. It isn't going to happen. Have the courage of your convictions. He does not have 218 votes. Donald Trump does not. I mean, you're saying Kevin McCarthy would... Oh. Don't have time to listen to the live show? Want to hear more on your schedule? Go to randyrhodes.com and buy a stinking podcast.